What's going on YouTube? JT's Reborn here, and welcome back to another edition of my DC comic book reviews. And in this video, we're going to be talking about DC vs. Vampires World War V issue number 2. This one is written by Matthew Rosenberg with the art done by Otto Schmidt. And this one picks up where the last issue left off, sort of, like maybe a little bit of a time skip from the previous one. Because at the end of the last issue, Hush was a plan to kind of like by Damian Wayne to take out the Vampire Queen, Barbara Gordon. And I guess based on what's told in this issue, Barbara is gone. So the main villain at the end of the last series is kind of just taken out in the second issue. And that's one thing I do kind of like about this series. It's like I never know exactly who's going to make it and who's going to like be the last one standing and whatnot. It is pretty fun and exciting to see a lot of this stuff kind of happen. But we do feel a little bit of a power vacuum with the vampires. There is that uneasiness. And the truce pretty much kind of like very faint. There's a scene where like some of the survivors go to talk to what looks like Slade Wilson, but it's really Arthur Quarry, and they're kind of trying to find the vampires are still trying to find Damian Wayne after what he did and trying to put an end to him and his means to kind of stop this whole thing, because like he's trying to put an end to it. You have other characters who are just kind of like standing off to the side, just kind of wanting to survive, and then you have like some of the others are just, you know, a little bit that gray area at times. So we got that going on. Then we have Oliver Queen, Zealot, Wildcat, Swamp Thing, and Killer Croc. They're looking to hit a blood facility, like a synthetic blood facility, to basically cut off the vampire's food supply. And once they discover something that inside this alleged facility, they're growing plants and all sorts of other things. So it makes you wonder what's really going on here. And then we also, of course, have John Constantine, who's off in the middle of nowhere. And he's being confronted by what, like, is it the Spectre? It's like Etrigan and Jason Blood and whatnot. And he's got some more mysterious stuff kind of going on in here with him. So there's also like a baby and the person who was in the snow who turns out to be Mr. Miracle. Like, I guess he's been turned into a vampire, but he wants to protect his child and he ends up leaving. And he's got more stuff to kind of do. And then basically the end of the issue, it's League of the Shadows safe house. Damian is still kind of hiding off somewhere. Talia obviously doesn't want anything bad to happen. Alfred's there as well. They're protective of him. They obviously have like a bit of tension with all the stuff that's going on here. The guard is kind of taken out, and basically it's revealed that it's Diana, the Vampire Queen, or maybe the Vampire Queen at this point. So it's Wonder Woman versus Talia al Ghul. And Talia just, you know, she gives it her best, but she's no match for Wonder Woman's strength and abilities, and plus she's the vampire, and it's really hard to kind of stop her. And Talia is basically about to die, or maybe she kind of does. It's kind of not made 100% clear, but before it looks like Diana could fully finish the job, Alfred kind of swings and hits her with a chair to kind of put a stop to it. And so we're kind of left wondering, maybe the next issue Talia survived, but like she could be dead. So like it's potential she's still alive. But then of course Alfred comes in and we get the big reveal that the Green Lantern ring that went off in the last issue end up choosing Alfred. So Alfred is now a Green Lantern, and it's him versus Diana, Wonder Woman, and it's him who's going to try and put a stop to it. So I thought that was a really cool thing, because like I said, Alfred is a Green Lantern. I was kind of hoping Damian would get the Green Lantern ring, but at the same time, he's already got vampire stuff and he's got his own stuff going on. Let Alfred do some cool stuff. I mean, in DCeased, we had Alfred basically become the Spectre, which was pretty sweet, and now we get him becoming a Green Lantern. So a lot of these Elseworlds tales, like, they really kind of go for it, and I really appreciate that aspect to it. So that was the main storyline. Then we have a backup storyline, which is Batmite and a hero for these trying times. God, I can't talk. Written by Tyler Boss and Mikel Muerto is the artist. And in the backup, it's Batmite. He's kind of making his way here, and he's wondering where the hell Batman is. And then he comes to find out that Batman is dead. And then eventually, like, the person he finds there is Geo-Force. So now he's going to become Geomite because Batman is gone. I mean, there's a little bit of an existential crisis now, because like his whole being Batmite is now like, who's he supposed to be now that Batman is gone? And obviously he's upset about it, because, you know, he despite being obnoxious to Batman, he still kind of cares for him, and obviously he has close ties with him. But seeing Batman gone is going to have a big impact on him, and we'll see kind of what happens as the issues play around. So, but I really like the Otto Schmidt artwork in the main storyline in particular. I think it really conveyed that sense of dread with this world. Like, you really feel the bleakness in every single panel. I mean, the world is just depleted. Like everything just kind of like the colors and all that, like you get some good action in there for sure, but you really feel this sense of dread and like this hopelessness in this world. And there's just little bits of kind of like glimmers here and there, like with Alfred putting on the Green Lantern ring and the other remaining heroes like just pretty much at their last stand. I do like how the series is a bit unpredictable. You never know exactly who's gonna like make it out of this thing, and I think that makes it a little bit more exciting. Now, I was pretty like disappointed with the way the first series ended, because it just kind of ended. I'm like, I felt like we had so much storyline missing, but now that we're getting the follow-ups, like I'm a little bit more lenient towards the way that series ended. But I do think like this one here, like there's a lot of strong stuff that's kind of carrying it through, like the artwork for sure, and just some of the interesting stuff it's doing with the characters and which directions it can go in. And of course, like I said, some cool action bits as well. So I have been enjoying DC versus Vampires World War V. So Green Lantern Alfred, that's a cool thing. So it does make me miss Alfred in the main continuity, though. Now, I do respect the fact that they have kind of kept him dead, because you're just basically like, death is kind of meaningless in the DC universe, it felt like, for a while. But having him actually kind of like stick around like that for a little while and really kind of letting the stakes stick in for a bit, I think makes it more impactful. So yeah. But anyways, I feel like I've said all I need to say about this issue. I did like it overall, and I am enjoying DC versus Vampires World War V. I'm excited to see where it goes from here. I think we got like, it's like a 12-issue miniseries. Hopefully it is kind of the end of the storyline. I think like 2 series and a couple of like little side issues, and that I think is good enough for this Elseworlds tale. It has been a minute since like the first series came out, but now that we're kind of getting here and we have a lot of intriguing mystery points and that to kind of pick off, and of course, you know, you have Alfred being a Green Lantern ring, hopefully like Alfred, and that gets to become like the main hero in that again too. So at least, like I said, Alfred's getting some cool stuff to do in these Elseworlds tales. He may be gone in the main universe, but he is not forgotten. So yeah. But anyways, what did you all think of this issue? Post your comments down below. Be sure to like this video, share it with your friends, subscribe to the YouTube channel for more content, hit that bell for notifications. I will be back again probably later on with some more comic book reviews. I just want to get this DC versus Vampires one done first, but more stuff along the way. So all right, well, that's all I have to say. As always, take care now. Bye bye then, and I will see you all in the next video.